Deep in the jungle, some bridges lead to places no one should ever find. Flashlight trembling in darkness. Every explorer who steps onto these forgotten paths discovers something waiting. Shadow moves behind trees, from faint whispers in the fog to encounters that defy reason. Each clip you're about to see is real and more disturbing than the last. We'll go from the least terrifying to the moment that still haunts those who survived. So, watch closely, because by the end, you'll understand why no one crosses that bridge anymore. Number 15. Hidden deep in Mississippi, Stucky's Bridge carries a legend that refuses to die. They say a man named Stucky once ran an inn by the Chunky River. At dusk, he would cross the bridge with a lantern, calling to weary travelers floating downstream. Flickering lantern in darkness. But when the guests fell asleep, he struck. Stucky murdered more than 20 victims, burying their bodies by the water's edge. Shadow by the river. When he was finally caught, the sheriff hanged him from the same bridge. His body left swinging for 5 days. Now, locals claim that on quiet nights, a dim light still moves across the planks, as if Stucky is still searching for his next victim. Number 14. Built in 1854, the Sachs-covered bridge once echoed with the footsteps of soldiers during the Civil War. But when the fighting ended, this peaceful crossing became a place of execution. Dim lantern light inside the bridge. According to local accounts, 3 Confederate soldiers accused of desertion were hanged from its beams. Their bodies swayed for days, and since then, strange things have been reported. Travelers describe seeing shadowy figures standing silently in the middle of the bridge. Others claim to smell gunpowder or feel an icy hand on their shoulder when no one is there. At night, some say you can hear muffled footsteps pacing above the wooden boards, as if the soldiers are still waiting for orders that will never come. Number 13. On rainy nights near Jamestown, drivers speak of a girl who appears by the roadside, drenched, silent, and dressed in white. Locals call her Lydia. Silhouette of a woman in a white gown beside a bridge. According to legend, she died decades ago in a car accident while driving to a dance. Since then, countless motorists have reported stopping to help a young woman who asks for a ride home. But when they reach the bridge, she vanishes. Empty passenger seat under flashing headlights. For over 70 years, the same story repeats. A ghostly figure waiting in the rain, trying to return to a place she can never reach again. They say if you drive that road on a stormy night and see her standing there, don't stop. Number 12. Locals call it Goatman's Bridge. Once known as the Old Alton Bridge, it connects the towns of Denton and Copper Canyon and divides legend from fear. The story tells of a half-man, half-goat creature that appears when you cross the bridge at night without headlights. Some say he was once a black goat farmer who was lynched by an angry mob, his spirit returning forever changed. Others claim it's something far older, a demon guarding the woods. Visitors report growls echoing under the structure, handprints on their cars, and eyes glowing from the darkness. Even skeptics admit, when the lights go out, the air around Goatman's Bridge feels alive and watching. Number 11. Shaky footage approaching a narrow bridge. The video begins like any other nighttime walk. A man recording his surroundings near an old bridge. But seconds later, everything changes.
Oi!
Faint voice crying in the distance. A woman's scream cuts through the darkness, raw, desperate, filled with pain. The man freezes and whispers, "Dios mío," as the cries echo across the structure.
Oi! Dios mío!
No one else is visible, and the sound seems to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. Local rumors claim that a woman once died near the bridge under tragic circumstances, and that her voice still calls out for help on quiet nights. Whether it's an echo of the past or something far more haunting remains unknown. Number 10. Footage appears simple: a quiet night, an empty bridge, and a camera slowly approaching. Then, something unexpected. A woman, dressed in dark clothing, kneels by the edge. Only her legs are clearly visible. She doesn't move. She doesn't react. The camera trembles as if the person filming can't believe what they're seeing. Moments later, the figure seems to fade into the darkness. Some claim it's a real apparition. Others believe it could be artificial intelligence or an illusion of light. But the uncertainty is what makes it haunting, because whatever it is, it was there, on that bridge, that night. Number 9. During a late-night investigation, the paranormal team, After Dark Investigations, captured a chilling image. It appears to show a transparent figure walking across Sachs Bridge, the outline of a soldier, uniform faintly visible. This bridge, in Gettysburg, stands over ground soaked in history and blood. Between July 1st and 3rd, 1863, one of the deadliest battles of the U.S. Civil War took place here, claiming more than 50,000 lives. Since then, countless witnesses have reported seeing ghostly soldiers wandering the area, their boots echoing, muskets faintly clanking, as if still fighting a war that ended over a century ago. For many investigators, Sachs Bridge remains a doorway between two worlds, where the fallen still march through the mist. Number 8. For decades, the Overtoun Bridge in Scotland has been surrounded by one of the strangest mysteries in the world. Since the 1950s, dogs crossing this century-old stone bridge have suddenly leaped into the void, as if something invisible were calling them. Many have fallen 15 meters onto the rocks below, in exactly the same spot, under eerily similar conditions. Locals began calling it the Bridge of the Suicidal Dogs. Scientists have searched for explanations, from scent traces of small animals to sound frequencies humans can't hear. But no single theory fits all the cases. View from below the bridge, fog drifting upward. Even today, residents avoid walking their pets across Overtown, because some say, the moment a dog looks over the edge, it's already too late. Number 7. Shaky footage approaching a narrow bridge at night. A group of young men in Chile recorded something they never expected to see. Dark shadow moving near the far end of the bridge. At first, it seemed like a person standing still, but the figure's shape wasn't human. Its outline shifted unnaturally, as if it were watching, waiting. One of the men whispered for the others to stay quiet, their camera trembling as they zoomed in. The recording ends abruptly after a distorted noise echoes from the other side. No one knows what it was, an illusion, a trick of light, or something else entirely. Since then, locals claim that at night, a strange presence stalks anyone who crosses that same bridge, and that if you stop to look too long, it looks back. Number 6. The pedestrian bridge in Kyiv is known for its bright lights and modern design, a popular spot for photographers. But one evening, at exactly 6:33 p.m., something strange appeared on camera. The team from Last Lift Studio was filming the structure when a shadow began climbing along its underside. At first, they thought it was a person, but its movements were too fast, too smooth, almost inhuman. Zoomed-in circle around the moving shape. The figure crawled effortlessly across the metal beams before disappearing into the darkness. No one could explain what it was. Some viewers claimed it was digital manipulation. Others insisted it looked alive. Whatever the truth, that night, the famous Bridge of Kyiv revealed something no one expected to see. Number 5. In Sonora, Mexico, a video surfaced showing a man crossing a bridge late at night, unaware that something was following him. Seconds later, a strange feline-like figure emerges from the shadows. Its body is tall, thin, and moves in short, jerky motions, unlike any known animal. The man turns his camera toward the sound, but the creature freezes, watching him in silence. Moments after, the recording cuts off. Viewers claim the being resembles a large cat walking upright, while others believe it's something far stranger. Whatever it was, it turned a quiet bridge in Sonora into one of the eeriest scenes ever captured at night. Number 4. In 2010, a group of friends gathered beneath a bridge after school to take a simple photo. What they captured instead would haunt them for years. From the far corner of the frame, a small figure appears, running on 2 legs, its shape oddly distorted. The friends didn't notice it until later, when one zoomed in on the image. Its proportions were wrong, too small to be human, yet too defined to be a trick of light. Some thought it was a child, others said it moved like an animal standing upright. Whatever it was, it seemed to emerge from the darkness just as the photo was taken, and then vanish back into it. Number 3. A chilling video shows a man standing motionless on a bridge as a strange orange light begins to approach him. At first, he seems to speak softly, as if answering someone no one else can see, but the light grows brighter and takes on a shape. Moments later, the man covers himself with his hands, trembling, terrified. The entity appears to lunge forward before the camera shakes violently and the screen goes dark. Witnesses later claimed it was a demonic manifestation. Others suggest digital manipulation or AI effects. Still, the fear in the man's body language feels disturbingly real. That night, the bridge became more than a crossing. It became a boundary between what's human and what isn't. Number 2. What began as an ordinary day in London turned into a scene straight out of a nightmare. Witnesses on the river captured footage of something massive rising from the water. A dark blue form, slick and wet, wrapping its tentacles around the bridge's pillars. The creature appeared to climb, revealing rows of teeth and eyes glistening in the rain. Some onlookers screamed, others kept filming in disbelief. Experts later suggested it could be computer-generated imagery, but the reflection in the water and the crowd's reaction left many unconvinced. Whether digital illusion or something far stranger, that moment showed the world a haunting possibility, that maybe we still don't know everything that lurks beneath the surface. Number 1. This photograph was taken deep in the jungles of Indonesia. A small wooden bridge stretches across a river, but what stands at its center has left viewers speechless. A dark, slender creature clings to the ropes, its limbs unnaturally long, its face pale and expressionless. The image was shared online by explorers who claimed to have found the bridge abandoned, with no signs of anyone nearby. Moments later, heavy rain forced them to leave, but when they reviewed the photo, the figure was there. Faint movement overlay, ambient sound rising. No one has identified what it is. A digital fabrication, a trick of light, or something far more disturbing. One thing is certain. Whoever took this image captured something that should not have been standing on that bridge.